Hi, this is Nate Sanchez with Farmers Insurance, and I'm here with a friend of mine, Lucas Nett with Family Heritage. Lucas, why don't you tell him a little bit about what you do?
Thanks, Nate. Yes, I'm with Family Heritage. Specifically, Family Heritage does supplemental health programs or critical illness and accident programs. So we pay cash on top of whatever your major medical does. So major medical is going to pay the doctor in the hospital to keep them in business, and we go down a checklist based on what happens. And then we turn around and we pay that cash directly to the client, which they can use to pay their bills or pay the mortgage or put food on the table. Basically, endless options. It's up to them in terms of how they need to use that cash.
Why might it be handy for somebody who's in the world of contracting, whether they're a painter, roofer, whatever it ends up being, right? Why would it be beneficial for them to look at a program like this?
So I do work specifically with small business folks, whether it's the mom and pop or larger companies, doesn't really matter. Accidents, cancer, ICU, they don't play favorites. And contractors specifically, a lot of times are, small business owners or 1099 employee kind of situations. And as such, they don't have an employer that's providing these benefits to them. Which means that they could pick up our programs. They're covered on or off the job, as well as we can extend the benefits to their family should they choose to elect that level of coverage. But they can also build it into their business expenses because it's something that's helping protect them while they work. So if they have an accident, they break a wrist, or they slip and fall and they're in the ICU, or you mentioned painting and some of that, where we might be dealing with lead paint if they have to strip, or there's toxins. Other contractors do insulation or roofing, where they're dealing with tar and products of that nature, which are known to actually cause cancer or increase the cause of those things. So for private contractors, it's great. Our programs are really, really affordable. It doesn't matter. I don't need a large group of people to actually be able to help save somebody the money. We're actually less expensive than most programs. I've come across a few others, and we're typically less expensive than them without any lifetime limits either. So a lot of these private contractor guys, they work for themselves, which is great. They're their own bosses. But if they're not there working, how are they paying the bills? Where's the money coming in? If they stop working, is there still money coming in? And so that's where we have our programs. It's based on what happens. So did you break a limb? Did you go to the hospital? Did you get scans? Did you take the ambulance? We just go down a checklist of things, and based on what happens, it pays cash direct to their bank account.
I won't mention any specific names, but there are a lot of competitors and a couple really big ones who are very present in this industry with a lot of commercials. So how are you guys different from most other people in this industry?
That's a very good question. And the three things that I go to specifically, we don't require a minimum number. So we can help just one person. Our programs are less expensive than our counterparts. We have no lifetime limits. So we pay every single time something happens, whether it's this year, next year, it's ongoing. So we have testimonials with cancer treatments that are ranging 10 plus years. And I know that some of our competitors have lump sum programs, which means they just write you a check and then wave you goodbye. The biggest thing, though, that I love to talk about is the value added that we have. We feature 100% return of premium. So there is a maturity date, which means that policies have to be funded for 25 years at some level. Folks can pick and choose what levels. Rates are guaranteed and locked in for life. Coverage is guaranteed renewable. So long as the policy premium is paid, only the client can cancel. So Family Heritage can never cancel the program if it's funded, and rates never increase with claims or age experience. So pending, they've stuck with the program for 25 years. There's 4 ways the money comes back. They get 100% back for non-use, which means they haven't used it, they've just paid in. Let's say somebody breaks a wrist or something like that. They've used a little bit of the benefit. Maybe they had some x-rays done, went to the hospital, broke the bone. They're going to get some benefit. But if that's all they've ever used, they still get the difference back. A large claim, so like I mentioned, we have testimonials of folks who, 4 different kinds of cancer over 8 years, and we're still paying. So no lifetime limits becomes a pretty big deal. None of this stuff plays any favorites. So you don't know when it's going to happen. It's just a matter of if. But the final way, and this is actually kind of what I think is really cool, Family Heritage actually will return the premiums to a beneficiary, less any claims paid. So it follows that same 100% difference, or obviously if there's benefit used, none. But if the policy owners pass away for any reason before the 25-year maturity date, the policy premiums are refunded immediately to any beneficiaries listed, less any claims paid.
Lastly, so tell me, what is your deepest, darkest secret you've never told anybody else?
Oh, wow, that one really threw me.
I'm just messing with you. No, I want to thank you for your time. It's been eye-opening, and I'm sure it'd be eye-opening for a lot of the people watching this. But yeah, should you guys watching this have any questions, please reach out to Lucas, and I'll make sure to tag his information on here as well. Thank you again.
Wonderful.